Forbidden Fruits of Eden is the first song of the album, and it's inspired by Gaia, the first woman. She's the embodiment of Earth, and I love Mother Earth. So this song is for her. Everything Matters is inspired by a god called Atlas. He carried the whole of the heavens and the sky on his shoulders, and I wanted to make a song inspired by a story like this, where, you know, about those people who just see so much and they feel so much, and they fear every day that they'll never see or hear or feel or be enough. Giving Into the Love is inspired by, actually not a god or a goddess, but it's inspired by one of my favorite stories from Greek mythology, Prometheus. They say he made mankind from clay, and that he stole the fire from the gods to finish his work. And I love the idea of all of us having this godlike fire inside of us. It's cool. Cure for Me, a song inspired by especially the LGBTQIA+ community, the trans community. It's about the right to be who you are and to love who you want to, so I wrote it in honor of Hermaphrodite, which was half man and half woman, child of Aphrodite, the goddess of love. Exist for Love was the first single I ever released of this album, and she's inspired by Aphrodite, as you all know, as the goddess of love. And Exist for Love is about everything she stood for. It's about, you know, when we learn to love unselfishly, how I think we understand why we are here, and that's nice. Heathens is inspired by the queen of the underworld, Persephone. She's one of my favorite goddesses, and I think she would be, yes, a complicated mother, because she's a complicated woman with a very complicated story, but I think I like the sentiment in her taking care of all the people that are a bit lost, you know, like a mother for the lost ones. The Innocent. The Innocent is inspired by one of my favorite gods. I know I've said it already a few times, but this one is actually my favorite. The Innocent is inspired by Eros. He was the god of sexual desire and ecstasy and wildness and dance and party. And I think it just sounds wonderful. Exhale Inhale is a very complicated song, and it's inspired by Thanatos. He was a god that was the personification of death, and the meaning of this is that this whole song is about that it's so important to reach out for help, or to offer help before it's too late. A Temporary High is inspired by a god called Janus, and he is a god with two faces, one face belonging to the past and one face belonging to the future. And Temporary High is about the present and how we manage to live in the now with what we learn from the past, and hopefully also to make the future better. Artemis is obviously about, or inspired by, the beautiful goddess Artemis. She's also one of my favorite goddesses because she's very strong, very independent, a hunter, and she just seems like a woman who intrigues me. So I wrote a song about her and women like her. Blood in the Wine, a song about the importance of enjoying the beautiful things in life. and having no shame for your human needs and dreams and fascinations. I think it's all wonderful. It's inspired by Bacchus, the god of wine. One of my favorite gods too.